What idiots. Gotta hit blast off. Good evening, Daryl and Cookie. Good evening, David. How are ya? Cookie, to answer your question from last night, you snuck in there at the end. My favorite performer or artist would be Eric Clapton, and I guess my favorite band would be Led Zeppelin. Like if I was going to a desert island, that's what I would take. Thank you, Daryl. You know, I think I meant artist perform. I mean, like, yeah. To me, they're the one and the same. I've probably seen Eric more than I've seen anybody else. Maybe Jimmy Page, maybe the Black Crowes. I mean, I think I don't really like any of these people's personalities. I like them as artists, musicians, but as far as them as people, I probably would never hang out with them in like a million years, to be flat out honest with you. That's because I don't play with a full deck of cards, and neither do they. Good evening, Jennifer. Hey, Milk 2. Good evening, Carol. Anyways, gang that's in here, I'm Larry Soulcactus. Welcome to my live stream for Wednesday. Magic Buzz, How long have I been playing Milk 2? 40 years. I had to stop playing professionally because I have severe carpal tunnel syndrome. And I had a few hand surgeries over the last couple of years. Didn't heal the way I wanted to. And the doc was just like, yeah, your playing days are over, dude. Sorry. I'm like, thank you so much. So now I just play for streams and the shorts. So that's why I'm on here. I'm on here to help out new players, intermediate players, advanced players, whatever. I can talk about my music experiences, and I can help with guitar gear. I'll tell you why. Because Jeff Beck is an instrumentalist. And when you boil it down, he just went that route. And instrumentalists are never as popular as guitarists that hook up with a singer who can really sing, or guitar player singers that can do both. In the case of Eric Clapton or Stevie Ray Vaughan or Jimi Hendrix. Jimmy Page did not have that capacity. He needed Robert Plant. You know, I don't know why Pete Townsend felt like he needed Roger Daltrey, but Roger Daltrey is such a badass powerhouse. As a friend of mine once described him as like being the He-Man of rock and roll. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, that's very well thought of. Roger Daltrey is very well the He-Man of rock and roll. And there's nobody that swings the mic the way that he does. That's for damn sure. I saw The Who live on the Tommy Reunion Tour in 1987. It wasn't The Who, but it was still pretty cool. Thanks, Milk, too. I appreciate that. Thank you, Daryl. Thanks, Cookie. So what would really help me out is more people, coming to the channel and subscribing, of course. And getting those watched hours up there so I can get my ass monetized. Got to get that ad revenue. Oh yeah, Cookie, the Millennium Falcon. Here's what I think of Deep Purple. I only like a couple records. Machine Head and Made in Japan. Those are really the only two records that I really, really like. Everything else just kind of by them, to me, sort of falls by the wayside. I've seen Deep Purple live. I mean, incredible band. Especially back in their day. But I think they captured lightning in a bottle with Machine Head and Made in Japan. And I just think that they were never able to repeat that kind of success. Perfect Strangers isn't bad. That's the tour I went and saw live. I've never listened to be honest, I've never listened to Who Do We Think We Are? What hit songs were off that record? Did that record have David Coverdale singing on it? Oh, I got this one like alfalfa here. Who was the singer on that one? Was it still Ian Gillan or was it David Coverdale? David. Oh, is Ian Gillan? Yeah, I've never listened to that record. Ian Gillan is the type of lead singer, man, that after a few tunes, I'm kind of worn out. You know, and I know that there are a lot of people that feel that way about Robert Plant or Roger Daltrey or Geddy Lee or somebody else, but Ian Gillan to me, man, he's got lead singer disease. And what I mean by that is he can't shut up, dude. He cannot shut up. And that's why probably, Blackmore's an ass. I'll just say it like it is. That guy is a serious ass. And if he was like a nicer human being, he would get a lot more respect. Yeah, Woman from Tokyo is a cool song. I like that song. You know who plays that song really well is Greg Koch. You ever seen that guy? He's got like his own guitar, like the Grizzle Master or something like that. What's the joke, Cookie? I usually hit the reset button. When he's singing, man, when Ian Gillan is singing, he doesn't shut up. He can't he can't stop to take a breath. He's always going, man. If you listen to Made in Japan, like Child in Time, the guy just doesn't stop. He's not the only person with this disease, man. Robert Plant also has a tendency to do this. You know, and there are some other singers that just do. Me personally, I don't like to hear myself sing all that much. So, like, I'm good with the lines that I wrote. I don't need to go on forever. I sang when I needed to. I don't need to sit here and go blah 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 blah. It's really annoying. I don't give a shit who you are. It is super annoying. People like to hear songs. That's it. They want to hear something in like 3.5 minutes. If you notice, like, if you look at songs written in like the 60s and the 70s, everything is like right around 3.5 minutes. And it's a pattern with most records in that time period. I agree. I'm one of them. I can't stop. No, I can't. Yeah, Steven Tyler's another one, dude. I know it's his birthday, but I'm gonna throw him under the bus anyways. What's up, Phoebes? Yeah, modern shredders are like that as well. I think that yeah, Phoebe is my pet. There's blues. There's not only modern shredders that are like that, but I've seen blues guys like that too. My take in playing music right now at this stage of my life, especially being a lead guitar player, whenever I walked into a situation, this would be like over the last like, I played in a lot of bands and played a lot of gigs when I lived in Virginia back in like 2009 to 2015. And my approach to every situation, which was different because I played with so many different people, what does the song need? Answer me that. Riddle me that, Batman. What does the song need and what does it require? Where do I fit in? That's what you need to realize. If you think that the music is best served by you like guitar vomiting all over it, okay, go with God. I don't think that's going to probably sit well with the rest of your bandmates. Just a heads up there. I mean, when it's your thing, it's your thing. You can be as self-indulgent as you want. You know, as I've gotten older and my songwriting's matured, everything to me at this point is not about the goddamn guitar solo. Excuse me. It just isn't. It just isn't. That's why I say, what does the song require? What does the music require? What is it asking from you? That's what you need to put in. And like I said, if you think it is, you know, your instrumentation vomiting all over the place for 3 to 4 minutes, you know, go with God. I don't think that's the way, to quote the Mandalorian. That would not be the way. You know, if I do an instrumental, I don't want to hear me solo the whole entire time. I'd like to hear the band just playing the riff or the chords or whatever without all the... There's a time and a place for everything. That's my point. I feel like Stan Lee whenever I make these points when I get up on my soapbox. Except I'm not standing on a soapbox. Hey, baby. Hi. What's up? Oh, Wolverine fell. Hi. This is Phoebe. She's my sweet girl. You gonna say hi? You wanna say hi? You said hi. Hey, Cookie, are you excited for the Nintendo Direct tomorrow? "30 minutes of Switch games." It's called "Breathe" by Pink Floyd on Dark Side of the Moon. Cookie. You know, David, it very well could be. Look, man, I still think there's plenty of guitar music being made. I think you just need to look for it. I mean, look at Marcus King, man. That guy smokes. What about like Daniel Donato? He's a good picker. What's her? Grace Bowers. Little Gracie Bowers. Dude, she kicks ass. She's tearing it up. She plays an SG. She's gotten fairly mainstream, David. I mean, dude, I've seen her on TV at this point. I've seen her playing with Dolly Parton on TV. You're not going to get more mainstream than playing Dolly Parton at the Grand Ole Opry, man. And honestly, if you want to listen to great guitar music, I shit you not, you need to start listening to country music. New country music. I like Chris Stapleton a lot. Man, can he play singing right? I like watching Brad Paisley play. There's a couple other people that I really like seeing and playing from a country point of view. And they've all these guys have great guitar players in all their bands. Even if you don't like, whoever it may be, you can still watch them and tune them out, but listen to their guitar players. They're all like Nashville guys, and they're all fantastic. That to me is where real music is gone. If someone said to me like, "Hey, I want to go try and make it big," I'd be like, "All right, where are you gonna live, man?" Because I'm only thinking of maybe 2 to 4 places where you could probably, be somewhat successful at playing music. And Nashville be one of them places. I mean, You know, New York, LA, Austin, Texas would be a good place if you're a blues guy. Just don't go in there playing Stevie Ray Vaughan. You'll be all right. Okay, Cookie, have a good night. Enjoy the Nintendo Direct tomorrow. And David, if you like Ian Gillan, if you think he is the greatest thing since sliced bread, then go with that, man. I would say Nashville is better. Look, if you really want to play with really good players, who are actually really talented, I would go to Nashville. Like, if I was 20 years younger right now, I would get off my ass and go to Nashville. Because on places I've lived and played, they just don't compare. Not if you want to do this full time. I mean, that's what everybody's aiming at, but like, you got to decide, do you want to play 6 or 7 nights a week, you know, at a bar? Because that life is not for everybody. And I can tell you that once you've done it full time, it gets to be very grueling, especially at that level, at just like playing bar after bar after, and I mean like, not nice bars. I mean like, bars in the hood, places you would not go and hang out at. So, you know, if you like that kind of thing, taking your life into your own hands, you know, that scene from the Blues Brothers where they're playing behind chicken wire, that shit's real. I've played in places like that. No bullshit. Here's the difference. There was no chicken wire when I played the motherfucker. It was just you and people walking around with, not throwing bottles at you, but they were walking around with guns and knives and stuff. So my vision was fixed on my bandmates and the floor the whole night, or the ceiling. Yeah, David, they pay at bars like that, but the pay is not great. It's really shit. It's meager. You know, you gigs like that, man. You're looking at, and this was back in the '90s. I was looking at like $40 or $50 a night, dude. And we would play like that same place like three nights in a row, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think that gig was, though, a one and done, thankfully. But it's brutal, man. I've played in more places like that than I've played in nice places, to be honest with you. I've only played in a handful of places that, like, you know, book national acts. You know, that's like what would be like your House of Blues, or your equivalent to that kind of bigger bar establishment, where, you know, smaller artists can come through town and play those kind of places. Like, I used to see Government Mule and places like that back in the 90s when they were first starting out on their, like, first couple tours. They played in, like, little bars that I would play in, okay? And I'm like, that, dude, you know? It's no different. They played at a place here in Scottsdale called the Cajun House, and my band played there. So, no big deal. And then I played this place in Virginia called Jam and Java, and I think when I played it, like, Rich Robinson showed up there the month or two before me on his solo tour. You know, like, because he's not going to attract a big audience. Same thing if his brother was solo. They're going to play in, like, those smaller bars for those, you know, because they're kind of struggling. Even though they're big name artists. You know, I mean, if they were like Mick Jagger or Keith Richards, that'd be a different story. But they're not. So, you know, there you go. How about Las Vegas? I think Vegas would be very good if you want to work all the time and you can be available all the time. And you could build up a solid reputation as being reliable and being able to take orders and do what people tell you to do. I don't know if that's like you get into an agency with somebody there and they hook you up with a band. Like, I don't really know that part of it. Or is like, you know, or is it just like everywhere else? I don't think it's like everywhere else. I think you can, you know, certainly be just a Joe Blow and go audition in a band and go get a gig just like anybody else. It doesn't have to be on the Strip necessarily. Vegas is a big place, you know. So I think in that sense, it's just like every place else. You know, you get a band, you get going, you got to try getting a gig. You got to go play open mics and get out there a little bit. See if you can open up for somebody. Because sometimes that's what you got to do. You got to open up for somebody, pay some dues before you can get a gig. So that's what I would recommend. Anyways, I hope that helps a little bit, David. I'm going to bug out for this evening, but you all been great. Not so many thumbs up tonight, but that's okay. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I would appreciate it if you'd hit that thumbs up, though. There's 20-something of you in the room and only 3 thumbs up. All right. Lucy from the Peanuts Advice Corner is out for the evening. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another live stream, all right? Be cool. Have a good night. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Thanks.